I met a gypsy.
Yeah, so before when we were talking about like the headstrong kind of guys, and you're like, there's guys that can be like shit and then just talk to themselves to win. And like, dude, I just think about Cooper.
Oh,
Like the years that he won those titles, it's like, bro, like the biggest fucking animal. Like what must go on in his head to win those races?
When
like,
he won his
he's a crazy example of that.
Yeah. Okay. So when he won his championship in 2019, his qualifiers were like P8, P9, P7. Like he was never
12.
Very few. He was actually P1, and then almost that year he was on fire, and he won a lot of main events from qualifying. Pretty shitty. So he's just like, have you seen that meme with Dustin Poirier? And it says Dustin Poirier has an X-ray. And look what they found, and then it's like a picture of Dustin Poirier, and then it like diminishes into an X-ray, and it's a dog in him, like he's got that dog in him. That's what Coop's got. Coop's got that dog in him, and like, I'll be honest, like I know Coop, I'm buddies with Coop, and like, see when he's at the track, he's kind of a miserable bastard. Like he's just got this chip on his shoulder, you know, when he's at the track, like he's never really seems like he's that happy, and it's just because he's like. That's just what makes him good. That's what makes him like, yeah, that's what makes him good. He just has that chip on his shoulder, and like, we'll be at the test track and like we literally won't even say a word to each other. And like, and then like afterwards, like we'll talk, but like, he always just looks pissed off at the track. Like, I swear to God, he always just looks pissed off and miserable. But that's what fucking makes him win. And yeah, he's definitely, when it comes to grit, and being that dog, that's Cooper for sure.
Yeah, no, I think he's like a crazy example of it. And you'd have to think like, to go back to that anxiety thing. It's like, is there anxiety that's going on in him, or you know, is that he one of the guys that just doesn't have it? He's just got that belief that you spoke about.
I think he's just got that belief, but I can't speak for him. But I just think, I think, you know. Gonna go back to what we're talking about earlier, the way his dad brought him up. I think he was, I can't speak, but he was pretty hard on him, and that's what made Coop like the man he is. You know what I mean? He's fucking pissed off, and he just he's got that chip on his shoulder, and so when he's out there, he's just like, yeah, he just fucking gives it his all. And like when did he win that second championship? 21, right? 21?
Griff?
I think it was
21.
21, right? I'm telling you, 2019, he was lean and mean and in good shape. Like 21, he was in good shape. I'm telling you, that boy had a bit of a gut on him as well. And he was dominating. He was winning and running down riders on the last laps. And that was just shows like he's a racer.
Yeah, just straight, like, that's just all mental at that point, eh?
So, when it comes to the mental side and just that want and grit, the Coop's definitely, I would say, the top of the sport in that department.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.